Hello YouTube. Before I do anything else, I would like to congratulate my friend Henrik on his birthday, because if I don't, he will bitch and moan about it forever. No, he won't, but anyway, congratulations. As you can see, I am wearing my uniform today, because you can never really go wrong with uniforms. Maybe if I was wearing like a Waffen SS uniform, complete with the swastikas and all that, that would be a bit inappropriate, I would think. Even though they are quite stylish, I think. Don't get me wrong, the Nazis were undoubtedly a bunch of evil fuckers, but they did have some pretty nice looking uniforms. Could have something to do with the fact that they were designed by Hugo Boss. Maybe. Yeah, so enough about that. I think, as you can also see, I'm going to take this off. Put it down there. As you can also see, I've thrown in my red candy spirals that I got Monday. Yeah, they just slid in there pretty nice. No pain, no nothing. They're only about a millimeter bigger than what I had before, but I'm going pretty slow, cause I think that'll pay off in the sort of long run. Yeah, about that. Enough about that. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a beer and, well, maybe talk a bit more crap. The beer today is Hibernation Ale, which is from the Great Divide Brewing Company. It's in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anything from this brewery before. At least I don't think I've had. But I'm sure this will be just terrific. As usual, I'm using my Swiss Army knife bottle opener. And as usual, it doesn't really want to work. Definitely smells interesting. Well, I'd say some dark chocolate, maybe. Dark chocolate and well, just pour it out up into the glass, I guess. Pretty dark color. Yeah, definitely sort of dark chocolate. It is a bit dark color. Let's try it out. It reminds me of Nils Oskar Kalasöl, which is pretty amazing beer, and with a hint of sort of dark chocolate. pretty tasty. Perfect for ending this week. Which has been a bit chaotic, to be honest. As you may or may not know, I live sort of out in the countryside, and on Wednesday there was this blizzard that hit the area where I live, and well, wasn't really much of a problem for me, but I had to spend most of my Thursday getting rid of all the snow that had come, but that's about it. There's an expression here in Sweden which is snökaos, which basically means snow chaos if you translate it directly into English, which is sort of what happens every year when the snow comes around the area, when the snow hits the area around Stockholm, and every year it's the same, nothing works, everyone is totally surprised that there's snow this year again, no one has their snow tires on, they're just, they end up everyone just drives into the ditch, and you drive off the road, and there's just complete chaos. Hence the expression snow chaos, snökaos. Yeah, so for me it isn't really much of an issue, because I am a bit of a prepper, and I know these things might happen, and I realize that everything isn't going to work the way it should during this type of sort of extreme weather, and I also prepare for it. So when things like this happens, sure, it makes things a bit more of a hassle, but it's nothing I can't handle. And this sort of led to the fact that I was sort of, I don't know what the English expression is. I know in German it's called Schadenfreude, which is the sort of joy you get when other people screw up. Basically, where you laugh at people who behave like idiots and hurt themselves. Yeah, so I do think it's kind of funny, when people sort of realize that, what? There's snow this year again? And they just freak out. And just things go to hell. I'm sorry, but I think that's kind of amusing. Where the hell do you think you live? Getting surprised by the fact that there's snow this year again. Not realizing that when the snow hits, I probably make sure that I have snow tires on my car so I can drive without, driving off the road, getting stuck. And then there's the people who think that, I just put on my snow tires and everything's just like normal. I'm sorry, it doesn't really work that way either, If there's if there's strong winds and a lot of snow and you can't see much more than 20 meters maybe, at best, maybe driving 120 kilometers per hour isn't such a great idea. Maybe you'll hit someone, hit something, or just drive off the road. I don't know. Maybe be prepared for what happens every you here? Maybe, I don't know. Just a thought. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry that I got a bit ranty there at the end. I'm not sure if you enjoy that or not. I don't really care, to be honest. This is ultimately an exercise of narcissism. But nevertheless, I hope that my rantings and ratings do entertain someone. And on that note, I will be leaving. Until next time, goodbye.